What's up, gamers? I was gonna go to sleep, but I remembered that I wanted to make a video about the dream I had last night. And it has since been a full, 13 hours since I've had this dream. But I still remember it vividly, which means it was a pretty damn good dream. And it was. And you might be wondering, why do you have your art program open? It's because my best friend was in that dream. Now, for those of my friends that are watching this video, they'd be like, oh, which one of us is it? Is it me? Or is it that guy who he talks to a lot? It's none of you. It's none of you assholes. It is my very good friend. It's either Gudetama or Gude something ma. I'll be honest, that one's a bit foggy. The name's a bit foggy. But my best friend is an octopus. I'll have you know. That's where we're starting out with. So here, let me just get started. Hold on, I gotta text my grandma. I'm texting my grandmother about a whole different thing that I want to talk about maybe towards the end of this video, or maybe its own video. But what was I talking about? Gudetama, right? Let's start. So he was a white octopus. In fact, I wrote down his futures in my notes on my phone. So, octopus. He's white with purple specks. He's kind of small and debatably can speak. Debatably. Don't know if he actually can. Oh, but I feel like he did. So, I'll just edit that part out of the video. Where was I? But yeah, debatably he can speak. I have no promises if he can, and we will never know because it is a figment of my imagination. But I wanted to draw him because he was cute and adorable, but also terrifying. And let's get into his terrifying aspects right now. One, he may be small. Probably about smaller than somebody's head. The average child-sized head is how I will describe it. No, let's go a bit tiny. The average baby-sized head. Yeah, that's about right. That's about how big he was. To my knowledge, to my memory. And let me tell you, being swallowed by something like that is not a pleasant experience. Speaking of which, that did happen in the dream. But the circumstances were weird. He was trying to get food, I think. And so I was feeding him. Seafood, of course. I assume octopuses eat seafood because, they're part of the sea. I don't know what else they would eat. Are they herbivores? I don't think they are. But, I was feeding him, and then he kind of just... I think I was feeding him out of a bowl or something. So I put the bowl down. He takes the bowl and just shoves the whole thing in his mouth. This weird gurgle noise kind of happens. And then out pops the bowl with a bunch of brown liquid. Not brown liquid, brown goo, which is worse. And then it kind of just also plopped out with an entire fish. Not cut up or anything, but just an entire fish. Don't know how that happened. But maybe he was magical as well, which is maybe why he could talk, debatably. But then, apparently I had more fish on me. So then he swallowed me. And then he spat me back out. And I was thus covered in this goo, which was not pleasant. And then out plopped another fish. And it's all very strange. It's strange. This dream was strange. Now here's where we come to the issue of I don't know how the fuck to draw an octopus. I mean, like, I know general octopus characteristics, but I've never drawn an octopus. So, I'm kind of just freeballing. And, I mean, this first rough sketch is not going to be good at all. But we can work on it. And more about the dream. There were a lot of people in the dream. I don't remember the people. Actually, I do. One of them was my coworker, which was strange. And I think Gudetama also swallowed them up for fish, but that part's foggy. And then we were on a beach for part of it. Then we were at a party for part of it too. That was a weird part. I think Gudetama was the life of the party too, which fitting, because it is Gudetama, but strange at the same time. It's two. Here's gonna be its two front tentacles, I think. And they're gonna be crossing like so. Because why not? Why not have them crossing like so? It's Gudetama, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Also, I know Gudetama is an actual thing. It's like an egg thing. Not anymore. Not anymore. Well, I mean, it still is. But this is the new Gudetama for me. And no one else is going to know that except for me and the people that watch this video. So, yeah. I could just decide that instead of him being called Gudetama, I could call him the other name that I might have remembered him as. But we'll decide that later. If he gets traction. Which he should, because he's the best. And then do another one. Just kind of like coiled up, maybe? I know this music is kind of somber for the fact that we're talking about my boy, Gudetama, but it's what I wanted to listen to, so. Suck it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's kind of draw like on something, which means we need to do this. The line is too high. That looks a bit too low. Yeah, that's about right. I think that's fine. Oh yeah, I worked last night. This morning, I worked the night shift. Went to work at 3, but I left earlier because I had to stop by a store. You might be wondering, what stores open near 3 a.m.? Gas stations. You see, I needed to get headphones, some earbuds. Alright, so I've seen an issue. It's right here. If I just do something like this... Yeah, that's fine. So, I went to the gas station at like 2:40. I was worried that when I got there that it was going to be locked, because when I parked there was no one at the counter, because the gas station I went to, you can see the counter from the outside, which I think you could probably see most counters from the outside for most gas stations, but I digress. But parked, went in, it was unlocked, got my headphones, and then I didn't have to say anything because the lady that was working there just came up to be like, hey, I'll ring that up for you. And I'm like, sweet, I gotta get to work. Of course, I didn't say anything because I didn't feel like it. And she didn't actually say anything to me other than, you want a receipt? And so I said no, because I didn't want the receipt. Like this. Yeah. He's on something. And it's coming off. Let me make a line. That line is too thick. There we go. So yeah, I got headphones because the headphones I had decided to stop working all of a sudden. And they stopped working while I was working. Like 2 hours into the shift. My 6-hour shift, so I was left musicless for 4 hours. And it was terrible. What am I doing next? You know, I don't think we need to show all 8 arms. So we'll just well, bam, right there. Oh! Supred, thank you for subscribing to the channel. They knew I was recording. Good for you, Supred. What was I saying? Something about work? I worked musicless for 4 hours. Terrible. Would not recommend. I feel like I need to make it smaller. More like this, maybe? It's kind of like, it was kind of like Squid Dad. You guys know that? It's kind of like that, with its head shape. So maybe it wasn't an octopus, maybe it was a squid. But it had 8 legs. Do squids have 8 legs? No, I think they have 6. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. But I am doing this based off of dream memory. So it can be whatever it wants, really. It's still my best friend. He is still the best. And no one can take that away from him. Wait a second. It's been 15 fucking minutes? It's been 18 minutes? Holy moly. Alright, so this needs to go more like this. I wanted to curve in more and then out just a little bit. Like that. I want it to like stay the same, but I just need it in more. If you know what I mean. And we kind of round it off like that. And then this part right here needs to go like that. His head is a bit too bulbous at the back, so we need to like reduce it just a bit. Just a bit too bulbous. Well, now that just doesn't look right at the top there. How the heck? How the heck do I want this done? I think this needs to go higher. And then actually stop. And then go like so. How does that look? Like he has a tumor growing out of his head. Perfect. Not. I lied. Like lower the level. Is that good? Maybe. It feels good. Feels right. No. It's not. Make this a bit droopier. Can I treat it like a wig? Is that how I should treat this right now? Like a wig? Maybe not a wig, but a hat? That does look more like what I'm going for, to be honest. I want to get this rough draft done before I go to sleep. And I'm gonna get it done. Where were his eyes? I have two images in my mind for where his eyes were. And I think both work, but both are not where the eyes should be on octopus. In fact, I'm actually going to look it up for a reference to see which one is more accurate, so I can make sure not to do it. Okay, no, actually, his eyes were in the correct position. So, the eyes in my mind were either here or here. So, this location down here is the correct placement of the eyes. And looking at a real-life octopus, and that does match up with the memory in my dream. Now, am I going to put them there? I think so, because I actually don't want to have to finagle with the top. So, let us get the eyes. I think they were kind of large. I think they were large. They were large, like so. Before we continue onward any further, I'm going to, like, draw folds up here. It's like, this part's floppy, by the way. Pretty floppy. Nothing's in there. One eye is off from the other by a decent amount. It's fine if they're off from each other, but I don't want them to be off by so much. See, like that's fine. And then his eyes, they saw into your soul, is how I'll say it. Like he knew what you were thinking. He knew what you were trying to say without you saying it. And that's why he's such a good friend. There was a time in the dream when I was talking to somebody, and then Gudetama walks up, and by walks up I mean he does this weird tentacle crawl thing that octopuses do, and I was like, step aside, my best friend's here. So that's how the dream went. I think there was also a time when we were trying to hide him. I don't remember the context, but I do remember trying to hide with Gudetama. I do remember that. His eyes. They... If I remember correctly, they were kind of like this? I know they had this star kind of shape. I just don't remember if it was an actual star. But I don't think it was. It was kind of like that. Obviously, could look better, but this is just a rough draft for now. So, it doesn't have to look the best. We can fix it later. We are going to adjust this, because it is kind of tilted. And not centered. And not as big as I want it to be. I still have an area selected, don't I? Here we go. I feel like I'm missing something. Other than the colors, obviously. Let's draw on the specs that he has. They aren't, like, a lot, but they are there. I tell you what. I will tell you, he does have two specs right here and right here that kind of serve as his eyebrows. And it's the most adorable little thing. Because he could... he moves them like they are eyebrows. It's adorable. That looks like a dick. Let's redraw that. I think the issue there was I was drawing a box and trying to draw off of it. Let's not do that. So circle, circle, circle. And we erase the center of the three circles, and it's a dick again. Half circle, line, line, line. There. It's not phallic. We did it. Looks like a piece of toast. He's got kind of a big one on his arm here. He's got one right here. Curves around to the side. This is the same song as the last. We need to be careful with what we choose next so I don't get struck by Those songs. Here we'll listen to this. No, I don't listen to this end. Yeah, I'll listen to that song that I probably shouldn't say the name of. It's a funny title, but maybe a bit insensitive. So I won't say it. While we get all the specs in, let's get like the area for the suction cups in. Why not? I don't know where suction cups usually are and how far they like go up the leg, but I'm gonna put them up. Wait. Oh, doing that wrong. Suction cups are on this side. Ah, fuck, why did I do this to myself on this one? I'm gonna need to increase the canvas size so you guys can see the details on this one. And we don't need to worry about the one in the back. What color are the specs? We'll color them and then call it a day. Notes. Purple. No, it isn't that purple. Maybe more pinkish purple? I think it was that. I think it was like that. Let's get them in and then we can decide. It's gonna be hard to get it actually, to keep it in the lines, because the lines are currently very thin. So if I press just a bit too hard, it'll come out. But it is June. So, you know, it's fine if they come out. It's fine if they come outside of the lines. I think he's got a bit more specs, but we can add more later as we design, or as I remember. And his eyes, I'm gonna butcher his eyes so badly right now, alright? Because his eyes were like a very important part of him. But they were yellow. Alright? That's the first step. Yellow. Nope, more yellow. Yellow. Does that look green to anyone else? Maybe my eyes are going bad. We'll stick with it anyway. Okay. Now, I do actually need to have some of the yellow go outside of the eye. Okay. Here we are. And then we need some orange, but like kind of like grayish orange. Not brown necessarily. No. Yeah, like that. And then we need to then after that, we make another layer. Because below this layer, actually, back up a second, there's more on top. And it's more purple. Oh, this is like a dark purple. I'm gonna need to like really I'm gonna need to really dive deep into my memories of this for when we actually get to the eyes later on. But now we can go to the bottom layer for the eyes. And if I remember correctly, it's either a green or a light blue. I said light blue. It's a light green or light blue. And let's just try both to see which one fits more. That doesn't look right. We can worry about outside the lines later. Like right now. Fuck. I'm just erasing and drawing wantonly at the moment. Like, I don't understand. I want to sleep. That looks better. Yeah. So those... Again, this is a massive butchering of what his eyes were. Had like refractions and whatnot. But I'm gonna need to like invest time into doing that. But this is Gudetama. Will we change his name? Maybe. But this is him. I hope you like him, because I love him. And if you don't, well, I don't want to see you again. That's it for this video. I will see you all next time. Peace out.